Hi, and welcome to another video by Jimthecarguy. Today we have a 2008, it's a Honda CRV. As you know, these CRVs, they do have a lot of trouble with the door lock actuators going bad. These in particular. This is the actuator right from the dealership. I always like to use the original factory parts versus the aftermarket. Even though the factory parts are crap and made of plastic, it's better than the other crap that you get out there. So, alright, so this one here, I'm going to show you how to take apart this driver's side rear door and replace the actuator with the new one. This one is going to be different than any other one you've seen me do, because this one, the owner tried to do it himself. And as you can guess, he effed it up a little bit. Luckily, he didn't get too far. The door is not apart on the inside. The only thing he did do is he stripped out, he got one screw out, the other two he stripped out and totally rounded them out. There's just no way I'm going to possibly get in there to get this thing out of here. So what I'm going to do in this particular case, I got a drill over here, and we're going to have to drill out the broken bolts so that we can take the lock out and put the new one back in. So let me show you what it looks like, and I'm going to show you how you should not take a screw out. Come on, I'll show you. Here's how you should not take a screw out. This one, I guess he got this out okay. I got to ask him what happened to that screw. This one, you can see, was beating the daylights out of it with a who knows what, screwdriver or a chisel. I'm not even sure. So I did get new screws from the dealer, of course, and we are going to put new screws back in there, because these, once we drill them, they're going to be shot. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get in here with a drill, and we're going to round this off. So we're going to drill this out so that it winds up looking just like that. So all right, let me give you an idea of what tools you're going to need. This is what you're going to need. We'll put our lock over there. We have our lock. We have our drill, an assortment of drill bits. This tool here is to pop off the door clips, a screwdriver, a scribe, and normally I use this to get them out, but after looking at it, there's really no way I'm going to use something like that to get it out. And of course our new screws to put it back together, and of course our trusty OTC Spectrum light so we can see what we're doing. All right, let's get set up and let's get started. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to come in underneath here, and we're going to take out the little cover up inside here that covers up the screws. It's this little piece like this, it covers it up. I'll put that off to the side. There's a small Phillips head in there, I'll show you that in a second. Underneath here there's another cover. We take this end of the hook, put it inside the little opening there. We pull this one off as well. This hook I put inside just like that, and I pop it right off. Alright, now there should be down underneath here. Bring it in there, I'll show you in a second. This little piece right here, we just open this up like that. We have another one right up inside here, the same exact thing. Open it up like that. And I'll bring it in now and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, that's the two screws right there that we're going to take out. We have another screw. Well, believe me, it's up in there. There's a screw there, and there's also a screw down inside here as well, and down inside there. So we are going to take those screws out, and then we're going to lift the door panel up and out. So all right, let's continue. Okay, now that we have those screws out, we're going to use a tool like this to actually pop that door panel open. If you don't have this tool, you can use a regular flathead screwdriver as well. And we're going to go underneath the bottom here like this, and we're going to pry it out, starting from the bottom. Okay. Don't force it, just a little bit of pressure and they usually pop right out. Well, it just has these little push pins right here. And now this whole assembly should lift up. And I'm going to show you how to disconnect it now. Okay, what I elected to do instead of disconnecting those cables is on the back over here, these little clips right here. I just push these clips in here on those three. And then we pop this right out, instead of disconnecting anything in the back over here, so we had less to play around with to try to get these out of here. All right, so this, we're going to leave it like this for now. It looks like somebody may have been in here already, actually, but we'll see. All right, so let's continue. Okay, now we're going to take this off, just like this. Should be good enough for right now. Now we're going to take this plug here. This stuff is nasty. Alright, we'll unplug this one here. Push that little tab in and pull it right out. Now we're going to come over here and we're going to drill out those screws on the side right there first, but we're going to take this one out here as well first. Oh no, it's never been changed. It's still got the original little dot on here. As long as you lean into it and keep it from stripping out, you'll be fine. We'll put this on the side as well. All right, now we're going to come over here and we're going to work on these screws right here. So and that's the second one. Now, I just want to point something out to you. When you're drilling here, you got to be extremely careful. You see how this is tapered inside here? You can't, if you drill out that taper, this door is no good. So you see how I just drilled it now so that the screw came out and we didn't touch the taper at all in the door? All right, very important that you do not hit into that by accident. All right, so, all right, let me change my gloves and we'll continue. Now what we're going to do is we're going to try to get this regulator out. Sometimes it comes out, sometimes it don't. Okay, today it's not coming out. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take out this 10mm bolt right down here so we can move it out of there. That 10mm bolt actually holds the channel on, so we're going to move that channel just a little bit so we can get the regulator past it. All right, next thing we're going to do now is we're going to take out this rod right up here. We're just going to pop that clip off on top. I'm going to point it out because I can't get my hand in there. You see that little clip right there, that little plastic white clip? I just put a screwdriver behind it and popped it out, and now this will pull right out. As you can see, it is a little bit tight getting it out. What happened is this piece here was caught on that window channel right there that we took the bolt out on the bottom. So we just had to push that channel in just a little bit just to get this to pop out. Now, this we're going to match up with the one that came out. this. Looks the same, but what we will need to do, and I'll show you this too, we need to open up this cover right here and switch over these cables right here. So let me get set up on this table, on this cart right here, and then we're going to switch it over and put it the way it's supposed to be. So let me grab a screwdriver and we'll come right back. Okay, we're going to lay these out on the bench just the way that they come in off the vehicle, and that's how we're going to put them, we're going to put it back in. So we're going to take out these little screws right here. Don't drop them because you're going to need to use them again. All right, there should be two. And now we'll take this. We're going to save them and reuse them. Okay, we're going to put that back on in a minute. We're just going to lift this piece off right here. Like that. We're going to put it down so we remember exactly how it goes. And now we see how these pieces are in here. We're going to switch these over one at a time so we don't make a mistake. That sucker's tight. So we just push that little clip back like that. And then we're going to take, just going to pry up very lightly. We don't want to break anything, remember. Just like this. And now this, we're going to have to rotate it to get it out. And of course, we're going to have to rotate it to get it back in. Just like that. And then we'll put this in here like that. And that's it. We're back together now. We can take this and put this off to the side. And now we're going to put our cover back on. Very important that you put this cover back on, I might add. Okay. Now we grab our two little screws here. Now remember, you're putting them into a very, very small place. Don't over tighten it and break them. This is only screwing into plastic. All right. Now we're going to put this back on where it came off. Same thing here. Like that. And we are also going to put this back on here. Like I said, if these are broken, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. We're going to try to save this piece here as well. Don't know if we're going to be able to do it. Now, be careful putting it back in there. Remember, we had a little bit of an issue. We need to put this in there so it actually fits just like this, but we have to get that channel has got to be back in here. So we're going to put it in and we're going to rotate it around. So we're just going to catch it in here now. Now we're going to catch a couple of screws in here. We're not going to tighten anything yet. going to stay right there now. We're going to get the rest of the stuff back together inside. Let me bring you in, I'll show you what I did. Remember that little clip that was in there, that one that we took off, that white clip up there? See that white clip on the top right there? I got behind it with the screwdriver and I popped that back on. All right, so now that's reconnected. And we're going to catch our screw for the channel and then the other screw for this right here. Nothing is being tightened up though, we're just screwing it in loosely now. Nothing is tight, everything is loose. And now we're going to put that piece back on that we previously removed here, the child guards. Just like that. And now after we have everything caught here and this is all back together, we're going to tighten everything up. We're going to tighten up these screws here first, just so you know. Okay, nice and tight. And last, we're going to tighten up this screw here. And then we're going to tighten up that one on the bottom down here. Okay. Last we're going to do is plug this plug back in, just like that. And now, before we do anything, we're going to test it and make sure it works. All right. We're going to make sure it's locked. Unlocked. Locked. And unlocked. Okay. All right, so now that we have everything back together in here, everything is put back the way it is, we're going to put our plastic back on, and then we're going to reassemble the door itself, the panel on here. As always, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.